It may not have been pretty whatsoever from the Toronto Raptors this evening. But they pick up a W against the New York Knicks at Scotiabank Arena, 90-87. And with the win, the Raptors have now won 3 of their last 4. They should have won 4 of 4, but we're not going to talk about that last game. They've won 3 of 4. They're now 12-14, which is tied with the New York Knicks. It is wild how bad of a year that team is having right now. And the Raptors, that quite a few points in this game, have some decent leads. They blow almost all of them, and they hang on to the 3-point victory. Let's break this game down right from the start. And right from the start, the Raptors come out flying. Defensively, they're going. Offensively, they can't miss. They win the first quarter, 31-14. And at one point in that first quarter, they had a 20-point advantage, 30-10. They're crushing the Knicks early. And then at one point in the second quarter, they go on some massive run. And just like that, it's 39-39. What the heck happened? The Raptors somehow, though, they do build that lead back up to 8 at halftime. They do lose the quarter, however, 28-19. And that tells you how bad of a second quarter this Raptor team did play. You got to come out in the third with a push. Well, they came out with the push. I believe it was a 6-0 run to start. And things aren't looking pretty here. And you lose that quarter, 23-19. Your offense does nothing. After the first quarter, your offense has gone to garbage. You score a total of 38 points in the second and third quarter. Good luck trying to win those games. But it's because you had a plus 17 first quarter that you're somehow still in this basketball game. And offensively, they're doing nothing. Defensively, the Raptors are at least digging in and giving you that sort of effort. And you go into the fourth quarter, I believe you're up by 4, and you got to close this out. Well, at one point, late in the fourth quarter, they had a 7-point advantage and with like 3 to go, and we're feeling all right. Well, that goes like that. And they take a 1-point lead with a minute something to go. And then the wild stuff starts happening, right? You get, I believe it was, someone took a 3. Was it Fred initially? Missed the 3. Someone tips it back to Fred. He chucks it up again, misses yet another one. I don't know if it was him that took both 3s there at the beginning. I could be wrong. I know he took the second one, and he misses the second one. Scottie gets the offensive board, gives it to Fred, who kicks it to Gary Trent Jr., who knocks down the 3 to give the Raptors the 2-point lead. And everyone starts freaking out. It's going great there. Then Julius Randle fires a 3 at the other end, pretty wide open. And it goes down and pops out. The Raptors get to the free throw line. And Gary Trent Jr. knocks down 1 of 2. So you're only up by 3. It's a 1-possession game with 0.6 on the clock. And R.J. Barrett fires one at the buzzer. And it goes off the rim and out. And you hang on to the 90-87 victory. We talked about it when the season began. Offensively, this Raptor team might struggle quite a bit, and they have. But you're going to see nights defensively. Now, it doesn't help that team offensively was a gong show in this game, or the New York Knicks. But defensively, the Raptors, for the most part, you know what you're going to get from them. Energy, energy, energy. May not be great sometimes, but you'll get the energy. Today, you got it. You only allowed 87. They only shot 36% from the field. I mean, you did a fantastic job defensively. Offensively, you got your looks. You just didn't knock them down. And let's break these guys down. So still no Fred, still no OG, still no Kem, still no Precious. So Boucher gets the start at center again. And I thought he was all right there against the Oklahoma City Thunder. Today, a lot better. A lot better. Because he's not forcing his shots. There were a few times where he did, but he didn't overdo it, right? He didn't go back to that shot 3 or 4 times, right? He had 14 points, 8 boards, 5 of 11 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. He took 3 threes, but he knocked one of them down, so I'm okay with him taking a few more. That's fine. It's so nice having production from your center spot now, right? Obviously, with Precious and with Kem out, you need to get some presence off the bench or out of your center position. And you got that today with Chris Boucher, 14 and 8. So that's a great job from him. A much needed back-to-back half-decent games for Chris Boucher. Now, still the three is not falling for him, but look, he was still 5 of 11 from the field. And that tells you right there that he's not forcing his shots. And he was much better today. Scottie Barnes, man, him and Gary Trent were easily the MVPs in this game, but Scottie Barnes, 12 points, but he had 15 rebounds, a career high, 3 assists in the game today, 6 of 12 from the field, so 60% or 50% shooting, 2 steals, 2 denials, and 4 of those 15 rebounds were offensive boards, including that one on the Gary Trent 3 to give the Raptors the lead there late in the game. He was unbelievable. I would love to see Scottie taking more shots, though. Because I'm watching Fred take, a 4 of 13 and Pascal go 3 of 18. And I'm like, man, Scottie's at 6 of 12. He's buzzing, feeling good. And he's only taking to 12 shots. You know what I mean? So I want to see him impose himself offensively more because we all know it's there. We have seen it. And when he does shoot a lot, when he shoots a couple more threes, gets in the paint and just starts going where he takes like 18, 19 shots a game, the guy's doing unreal. He puts up the numbers. And he only took 12 shots today, and he had 12, 15, and 3. He was unbelievable. Scottie Barnes, another reason why my Christmas list has his jersey on it. That's you guys made the suggestion. I asked you guys about it. You guys went in the comments. I have relayed the message. We'll see what happens. Now, Gary Trent Jr. was the other one who was the MVP in this game today. 24 points, 1 board, 1 dime, shot 9 of 16 from the field, 5 of 7 from three-point range, and he had 3 steals in the games. Gary Trent Jr., he's fearless. And that's the wild thing about this guy. There are so many times where he's going to take contested shots, and we've talked about it before, how he'll shoot like 3 of 16, but he'll still shoot, and his confidence will never waver. They will never waver. For Gary Trent Jr. But then there's a game like this where he's not missing many shots, where the confidence is even higher, and he's buzzing, right? 24-1-1 on 9 of 16 shooting, 5 of 7 from 3. Gary Trent Jr. is just doing incredible stuff this season for the Toronto Raptors. And yeah, there's some inconsistent games, but remember, he's 22 years old. You know what I mean? This is his first real big opportunity to play. And yeah, he'll have some tough nights. But when he gives you games like this, you see the potential there. And it's really exciting. All right, now let's get to Fred VanVleet and Pascal. With Fred, they were doubling him. They were on him hard. 17 points, those 6 boards, 11 dimes. The Raptors shot abysmal tonight. Yet he still had 11 assists. That tells you how much he had to move the basketball around. He shot 4 of 13 from the field, 5 of 5 from the line, 4 of 11 from 3. He did give you 3 steals and a block, so Fred gave it to you. You know what I mean? 6 boards, 11 assists. Made 4 threes, had 3 steals and a block. We can talk about the 4 for 13 all we want, but those are the things that he did. He did an unbelievable job today. Now, Pascal, offensively, yeah, he wasn't good. There's no beating around the bush. He was not good. He rebounded the ball well. He gave you hard defense. He got to the line 8 times. He was 7 of 8 from the line. He had 4 assists, which was actually second in the team in this one, behind Fred VanVleet, who had 11. So you look at that, and you're like, okay, well, he also gave you double-double, 12 rebounds as well. So, hey, not terrible. But 13 points on 3 of 18 shooting, 0 of 3 from three-point range. And it's not like the 3 of 18 were heavily contested shots. I mean, they were pretty good looks. They were looks that Pascal, if you look at that, the last few games where he was just automatic at times, those were times where, hey, he's knocking down these types of shots, especially since they're wide open. He was struggling mightily offensively today. Now, and it's not like you were facing this dynamite, squad defense. He was getting the looks. That's the point I'm trying to make here. He got the looks. He just missed his shots. Now, this is where I want to see a Scottie Barnes take more than 12 shots a night. When Pascal's 3 of 18, give Scottie some more rocks there. Let him go to work. Now, obviously that didn't happen, and Pascal shot a ton and missed quite a bit. I can't really back him up here. That was just not a pretty offensive performance. He gave you everything else. Don't get me wrong. Defensively, he was good. Free throw line, he was good. Moved the ball around. Rebounded the ball. Did a great job there. But offensively, since he is your number 1 option, obviously, wasn't very good. I'm going to leave it at that. Bench-wise, you stink. I mean, you even throw Chris Boucher in the starting unit, it doesn't help your bench even more. They combined for 10. 10. It's not good at all, man. I think Utah had 4, and Svi had 5. I think Justin Champagnie had 1, and that's it. That's ugly, man. That's forcing your starting unit to do every starter was in double figures. You didn't crack 100. Tells you how bad your bench is and how much your starting unit has to play. I think Scottie played 41 minutes today. It's just, you don't want to have to do this stuff, but your bench is that bad, and Nick Nurse doesn't have any choice. Let's get the team stats here real quick. The New York Knicks shot 36% from the field, 26% from three, and 83% from the line. The Raptors shot 34% from the field, 34% from three, and 78% from the line. So offensively, a gong show for both teams. Now, in the fast break, though, the Raptors, one of the leading teams in fast break opportunities, right? Obviously, or in transition, points in transition or whatever it is. Plus 12 in the fast break. Plus 8 in points off of turnovers. And at one point, as I mentioned earlier, they had a 20-point lead, and that evaporated so fast. It's wild. But this team, the adversity, they obviously were down. They were up 20, lost it. I believe they were up by 8, lost it. They were up by 7 late, lost it. They found a way to win, and it's ugly sometimes, especially when this team is not really, winning caliber. They're not really playoffs and championship mentality, right now. But these have a grinded out win to show you what this team is very capable of. At times in this game, they were very capable of doing some great things like that first quarter. But it's about putting it all together in 48. And they haven't done that quite yet. Now, the next game for the Raptors, they have 2 days off, actually. No Saturday, no Sunday game, as they welcome in the Sacramento Kings to Scotiabank Arena. It's a 7 p.m. tip-off there on Monday night as they look to win their 4th out of the last 5, win back-to-back games, and just keep going. Keep feeling good. And look, I'm gonna continue to preach this. Scottie Barnes, we need this man to shoot more. Whether it's threes, mid-range, in the paint, whatever. The guy's a beast. He's having a fantastic rookie season. And when I'm watching basketball go 3 of 18, I'm pulling my hair out knowing Scottie's 6 of 12 and he's doing a hell of a job. That's what I want to see more going into the next game, right? So you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video and enjoyed the game this evening, because a win is a win, smack the like button. Do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button. You guys not already. Comment down below thoughts on the video, thoughts on the game. Would you like, would you not like from today's game today for the Toronto Raptors? The Twitter link is down below, so follow up there, guys. Send me a DM. Do that great stuff on there. Instagram is down below, so follow up there if you've not done so already. And I will talk to you guys Leafs edition tomorrow night as they host the Chicago Blackhawks there at Scotiabank Arena. 7 p.m. puck drop there. I don't think the Leafs are on a back-to-back, so if I'm not, I want to talk to you guys. It'll be my birthday on Sunday. So it's no Raptors, unfortunately, but I'll be talking to you guys when I'm 1 year older, which stinks, but it is what it is. All right, for the Leafs, I'll talk to you guys Saturday night. And for the Toronto Raptors, I'll talk to you on Monday night, 7 p.m. tip-off there at Scotiabank Arena against the Sacramento Kings. All right, so thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. We'll talk to you guys then.